Hey, welcome back to another video. Hope everyone's keeping safe in these crazy times. So here in New Zealand, we've been in a forced 4-week lockdown. We're actually in week number 3 now. So all going well, we'll be free again in just over a week. Instead of hanging out down at the garage, the lads and I have switched to using Zoom and hanging out in a video conference. It's pretty cool, but it's not without its limitations, of course, but it'll do for the meantime. So I realise it's been a while since we've posted videos, and it's not for any good reason. It's just been pretty busy, I guess, and lockdown hasn't helped, of course, but prior to the lockdown, it was all about reunion. But unfortunately, when we got up there, I just wasn't really feeling it, and I just decided to put the camera down and enjoy the event for what it was. In saying that, however, I did end up filming quite a lot on my phone, so I managed to stitch together a video with the phone footage that I took. But before we jump into the RE footage, let's have a look at the days leading up to the event after the last video. Didn't really talk about what the sticker idea was for the snail, but the concept was that we were going to turn it into a pizza delivery van. We're actually going to get pizza and deliver it around to the various sheds and pit garages at the event. It was just meant to be a bit of a laugh. Didn't come out too bad for such a rush job. So we got the last few things done that needed to get the car running.
No fuel dripping out of
It was pretty cool to hear the nasty 12A start up again. No, who am I kidding? That sounds like a piece of shit. But as things go with that car, it's one problem to another. So fast forward a few days and we're up at Taupo. We arrived on the Thursday and loaded our cars into the garage. Josh has got one of the meanest FCs out there, and I learnt quite a bit from sharing that garage with him, so cheers for the insight, mate. Now, we only had half a garage to use this year and didn't have any problems filling that up.
13B, it's flying around.
So we have Blair's trusty 808 wagon, which is powered by a 13B PP. There wouldn't be a car event without Jason's FD, looking pretty mean in its orange wrap. Andrew's ever reliable 808 sedan. This thing's powered by a 13B Bridgeport. Sanja's FD. Prior to this event, I hadn't really had any seat time in Sanja's car, so I was looking forward to seeing how it went. Of course, James's FD came along as well. This thing's pretty close to stock, but really well looked after. And last, and also least, the snail. Unfortunately for the snail, we couldn't get it going in time. The clutch was completely rooted, but we had a spare entry, so we brought it along. It made a great anchor for our tent. It was another impressive turnout this year with some very impressive cars. I hope the next few minutes give you some sort of idea of what the weekend's all about.
Melts in your mouth, not in your hand.
because I didn't take the FC this year, I ended up having to go passenger more than I would normally. So I just want to say a quick thanks to those that took me out in their cars, and it was cool meeting some of you guys that follow the channel. Big kudos to Blair for throwing me the keys to his wagon, probably a few too many times. That thing's a barrel of laughs. Although with a lack of bucket seats and no wing mirrors, it can be pretty sketchy at times. I was really impressed with Sanja's car. The setup's pretty close to how my FC is going to be, so I was quite happy with how it went. There's a lot going on over the 3 days. I think one of my favourite events was the drag racing. Or as most people call it, the second skid pad. Andrew and James were the only ones keen enough to give the drags a go from our group. It was pretty cool to see how they went side by side. It turned out the snail had its use after all, because a certain Ferrari needed parts. If you've been living under a rock these last few months, you wouldn't have heard of Ruben Bemrose and his rotary powered Ferrari. Ruben's known to be a bit of a meme king, so it was a bit of a crack up to see that he was on the local news.
Whoa, that really gets in the earbuds, eh? Why?
We thought it would be funny. Dear Ferrari, I am so very sorry. I didn't mean to belittle your brand. Can't you see, I just want to be friends. Was that good enough?
Yeah, that was nice. They'll believe that. That was gold.
After prize giving, and once everybody had left already, Ruben got his Ferrari out into the burnout pad and put on a bit of a show. As much as these weekends are about the cars, they're just as much about the people. Thanks for bearing with me through my iPhone footage. Got a few more ideas for videos I can put out during the lockdown, so keep an eye out on the channel for that. Peace.